trades right now. Well, it is time to get to our special segment, D Street Chatter. Nimesh is, I think he's with us right now. Nimesh, actually, before we get to the chatter, I think the biggest buzz right now is this 8% block that's just happened, 8.1% on Adani. I know it's very early right now, but anything that you can share with us, anything you've picked up?
Well, it should be, according to my sources, what I understand, it's basically the promoter entity which have sold stake in the block deal today. So the promoter holding is close to 74%. So they were the large sellers in today's block deal. And in terms of a buyer, I understand it's a single buyer who's bought this entire 8%. A marquee name will come in the block deal data today. So that particular fund across all his schemes has bought this 8%. So a big block. And I just need to calculate the amount as well, because 8%, I think the Adani Power current market cap is close to 8 lakh crores. So close to $1 billion is what Adani Power, the promoters have raised by selling this 8% in the Adani Power block deal today. So I guess we'll flash it as well. I think market will be able to predict the name as well, but not to speculate. But I understand there is a single buyer across the schemes. They've bought this entire 8%. From the promoter entity in Adani Power.
Yeah, it's $1 billion, Nimesh, because the market cap is 1.08 odd. So
correct.
Bang on that one. But Nimesh, tell us, what else are you picking up in terms of how are the flows? We've seen a good recovery. Buy on dips has worked yet again.
Yes, Nigel. For the second day running, this buy on dips has worked. But unlike yesterday or on Monday when the FI flows were not that strong, today I believe there is a small market at close buying as well. I think that's helping the market to recover from the intraday low. So that's the overall feedback. Again, in terms of flows, a mixed day of trade, but I guess there is some selective buying now back in the technology stocks. Some bit of buying is back in the large cap names as well. So that's clearly playing out as far as Nifty is concerned. I guess from a technical range point of view, the 19,400 to 19,800 seems to be a tight range, and if you've been negotiating for the last many weeks now. But broadly, I guess this buy and dips is working for second day running. And there is a small market at close buying as well at a leading FI desk.
All right. Nimesh, also tell us individual stocks. You've already given a bit of a scoop on Adani Power, and you have got a few more stocks as well. But before we get to your list, Nimesh, just around 20 minutes or so ago, Coforge, suddenly there was a large downtick. Have you picked up anything on that? Do you want to clear it out for our viewers?
Well, Nigel, again, in Coforge, the strong buzz in the market is that maybe a large block is going to come in Coforge very soon. But I was just looking at the shareholding pattern. Yes, we know that Bearings has been a big seller in Coforge in the last 2 years. In fact, their holding has gone down all the way from 60% to now 26%. So now that the Bearing holding has come to 26%, the feedback from some fund managers is that unlikely that there could be a large block, at least from a Bearings point of view. So that's the overall feedback. So while there is an anticipation, there is a strong buzz of a large block, it looks unlikely. That's the overall feedback that I'm picking up from some buy-side analysts, that given that the Bearing stake is now fallen to 26%, they may not like to go below 25%. So that's the rationale given to me, that maybe that's the reason why a large block may not come in Coforge very soon.
Okay, but yes, quite a decline in the last half an hour on that stock as well. Thank you very much, Nimesh, for all the details. Just tell us before you go, beyond these names, we've discussed Adani, we've discussed Coforge, anything else, anything interesting in the market stocks that you have your eye on today?
Well, there'll be a lot of stocks and a lot of names buzzing around. So I'll start with the two block deals which happened in the pre-open today in today's market. So first one was IIFL Securities, a big block there as well. I understand some large HNI investors were buyer in today's block deal. So the disclosures will be quite interesting as far as IIFL Securities is concerned. And the second one was JSW Energy. Again, there was a large block. But in today's block, I understand the promoter entity was a seller, and GQG bought on Monday in a block deal was a buyer in today's block as well. So maybe after today's block deal, GQG's holding in JSW Energy is going to be close to around 2.5 to 3%. So again, in JSW Energy, the disclosures could be quite interesting in post markets today. So that's a couple of pre-open deals. The second stock is Manappuram Finance. Again, it's a very strong stock of late. Post numbers that's really outperformed Muthoot as well. But again, in Manappuram Finance, there is a clear indication now that a large block is going to come very soon. I've been highlighting this for the last 2 weeks now, that there is a large block from a private equity investor which can come in Manappuram Finance. So maybe that's pretty much on the works and can happen very soon. So that's something to track in Manappuram Finance. The third stock is HP Adhesives. Again, not been buzzing too much of late, been consolidating as well. I believe there could be a large corporate development in HP Adhesives very soon. On Monday, there was an interesting block where a Hong Kong-based hedge fund bought a large chunk in a block deal. So maybe this is something to keep on radar that is HP Adhesives. And the last stock is Ashok Leyland. Within the auto names, this is one stock which is standing out in terms of huge volumes, largely on back of very strong buy flow. So that's on Ashok Leyland as well.
Okay, all right. Nimesh, thanks a lot for that. Yash is